Problem number 15 is set up intentionally to make you think about mental math and division mentally. So when I have 28,000 divided by 400, I'm actually going to rewrite this one as a fraction. What this says is 28,000 over 400. That's a division problem. And what I want you to understand is each of these zeros represents a power of 10 or times 10. And so this problem is really 28 times 10 times 10 times 10. And this is 4 times 10 times 10. In fact, I'm going to rewrite this out like this. 28 times 10 times 10 times 10. And this one in the bottom is 4 times 10 times 10. In other words, 10 times 10 is 100, times 4 is 400. 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000, and you have 28,000. So what I really have is 28 divided by 4, 10 divided by 10, 10 divided by 10. So I have all these numbers here. And if you think about each set of 10, 10 divided by 10 is 1. So that each set of 10 really cancels out and becomes a 1. So and here's a set of 10, and here's another set of 10. 10 divided by 10 is another 1. And so really what I have when I'm done with this problem is 28 times 10 divided by 4, because all of these hundreds will actually cancel or become times 1. 10 divided by 10 is 1, so we have these times 1, and anything times 1 is itself. So really I could have simplified this problem down to 280 divided by 4. And I want to stick with what I had here because this could be helpful as well. If you can't mentally do this, you can at least mentally think of 28 divided by 4, which is what I have here. 28 divided by 4 is 7 times 10 is 70. And so the answer to this problem is simply 70. Or you can think of it here as 28 divided by 4 is 7 with the 0 on the end of it. So again, we have, in this way, thinking of it as 70. So the answer to this problem is 70. So as soon as I see a problem like this with all these zeros on the ends, I realize that I can, for each 0, cross them off as long as there's one compared to it. And then what I'm really left with is 280 divided by 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7, and we include the 0 in it. I often see students try to set this problem up like this and write it out like this, and then start to try to figure out how many 400s there are in this problem. And really you could do it this way and go all the way to, well, it doesn't go into 28, doesn't go into 280, it goes into that, but the question is how many times. I'm guessing it's 7 times since I already know the answer, and that's going to be 2,800 if I do that. And then what am I left with? 0. And so what do I do now? Oftentimes students will leave the answer as 7, but they forget to put this 0 in here to make it 70, because now it's done. So long division in this sense is one way to do it, or canceling zeros, and then short division, really thinking about what do the numbers mean in this problem is really the intent of it. Many of the problems in the basic skills test were intended to see if you understand basic number concepts, and this is one of them, division by tens.